I'm so special. I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why boy, I pray with the girl and them a chase like petal. Tanja. I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black nuts. Pull it red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC a dirty heart you a got. From that seat, now them a say me mark and each time I walk them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah. I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm them a pray with the girl and them a chase like.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Richmond is out there with Curry. Then there's Yao. Then it's Garnett. And it's Dantley in at the 3 spot. And for the Pacers, they've got Zach Randolph. Harden out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Towns. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. Greg, we have tomorrow off for a good reason. And I know you've got plans already set.
Well, Kevin, you'll find me at the polls. I imagine yourself as well. A civic duty to make our voices heard on Election Day, and a right not to be taken lightly.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Iverson against Curry. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by Towns.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
This is it to Dantley. Pass to Garnett. And it's Randolph with the rebound. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And it's good for 2.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Up top, Curry. Iverson covering. Here's Dantley. 6 on the shot clock. Over Tatum. On target from 13 feet.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now the pass to Iverson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randolph.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3-ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Here's Dantley. Back to Curry. Over Iverson. Curry. That's good.
The assist. Adrian Dentley.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Allen Iverson. Tatum finds Harden. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Tatum. Yao with the block. Here's Dantley. Curry outside. The rebound by Harden.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From deep, Iverson drops in the tray. Iverson's got 9 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
It's Richmond on the wing. Here's Garnett. Nails it from the high post.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett's so good with the ball in his hands.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
Give it up for
And now, it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Randolph against Garnett. Knocks it loose. Towns kicks to Harden. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. And the Pacers another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
It's Curry with the drive. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
This doesn't seem to matter. Steph maintaining his focus. It just takes a ton to throw him off balance.
Towns the pass to Randall. Harden outside. Shoots over Richmond. And the Pacers check on 2 more.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Here's Richmond. Makes it off the glass. Richmond's got his second bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Harden. Boy, he was something else against Utah. The 3 from Iverson. Buries it from three-point range. Iverson's got 12 in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Now here's Harden. He has 7. Tatum passes to Towns. Count the basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And, Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And more artwork from the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Curry making it look easy.
Harden outside. Richmond with the steal. Pass to Curry. Back to Richmond. Here's King. Misses the layup. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Jazz in Delta Center.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
And so it's Indiana holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 8-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
So with Boozer on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Jason Tatum, Allen Iverson out there with Harden. Then there's Randolph. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Bucks trail by 9. Monroe the pass to Yao. Arnett surveying the defense. 6 to shoot. Here's Monroe. It's good from long range. Monroe's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Tatum passes to Randolph. And slam dunk by Randolph.
Zach getting up top that time. Randolph with a little bit of room throws one down.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
That shot wide open. Richmond's got 7.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Iverson passes to Towns. Rebound by Yao Ming. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Garnett. Takes it inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Jamison comes in for Yao. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Richmond. Free throw drops for Garnett. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the final. Closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Monroe against Iverson. Outside Jamison. And there's the foul. It's on time. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
The Pacers making a change here. Morant's checked in. King against Tatum. King, the pass to Garnett. Just 5 to shoot. Jamison. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist. Jamison's got himself on the board with 3 there. Feeds to Tatum. Throws it down. JT.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
And Indiana making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Monroe dishes to Jamison. Mitchell wide open. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Tatum against Jamison. Tatum kicks to Morant. Shoots over Monroe, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Garnett against Towns, and the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
One of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Towns against Garnett. Count that one. Garnett's got 9 points.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Harden outside. Five on the clock. Hayes kicks to Morant. From deep three-point land. And they recover it. Down low. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Hayes. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Passes it to Garnett. Outside, Jamison. Driving the lane. And that one, good. Jamison's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Tatum passes to Hayes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Pass to Garnett. King against Tatum. Out to Monroe, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe.
Yeah, I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Boozer comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Person subbed in for Jason Tatum. Curry's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Person, and once again off the mark by Indiana. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 9 points. Morant against Curry. Back to Garnett. Over Boozer. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. James Harden getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. What'd you think, Shaq, about Indiana?
They built this lead from the perimeter. We know they have shooters to do it. We know sometimes they play outside in. This is one of those games that's going on by the script. Impressive performance thus far.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, it's never fun. When you're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Richmond. Now is out there with Garnett. Then it's Curry. And it's Dantley in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Iverson outside. Beyond the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Iverson's got the lead up to 10 now for Indiana. It's Curry outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
Iverson dishes to Harden. He kicks to Towns. Randolph, great pass to set up the lay-in. Randolph's got his second basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And it's good, 2 points.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Indiana leading by 7. Iverson left side, shoots over Curry, and good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Iverson's got 17.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And the pass to Dantley. Over Tatum, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Outside Randolph, pass to Tatum. Back to Randolph. Randolph, great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Garnett, the pass to Dantley, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Iverson. Rebound by Yao.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Richmond, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Harden outside. The shot It's good again, and an excellent 7th-rate shooting night so far.
And this is vintage James Harden, getting to his spots and just punishing the defense.
And Curry, here we go. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Thursday, they'll head out on the road and face the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And then on Saturday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And he makes the first. Edwards has come in for Indiana. Both shots good from the stripe. Indiana leading by 7. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Towns. Richmond with the steal. Garnett up top over Edwards. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Curry.
Assist goes to.
And that's 11 points for Garnett.
The height of Garnett's release makes it so hard to cover and opens up options for him offensively.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
It's not talked about a lot, but Steph is fast. So whether he's firing or passing, the defense is pretty much on their heels, especially in the screen and roll.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Boozer, he's checked in for Indiana. Person comes in for Tatum. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Kings checked in. And Edwards drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
What's a t-shirt?
To numbers for Anthony Edwards. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 26 points a game last year, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Edwards cashing in from outside.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Yeah, with it. Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Edwards passes to Person. On the wing, Iverson. From 20 feet out, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Pass to Garnett. Over Boozer. And Garnett misses. Indiana leading by 7. Person kicks to Iverson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
And he knocks down the first one. Hayes, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Antoine Jameson's checked in for the Bucks. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Richmond. And both free throws good for Iverson. Bucks trail by 9. On its way from Curry for 2. It's rebounded by Person.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Iverson. Yao with the block. They get it back. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Boozer. Iverson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers. Here's Curry with the 3. Stephen Curry. What a shooter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Iverson passes to Person. Boozer with it. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From 12 feet out. Yep, it counts. Edwards got 7 points.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
Curry from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's the Indiana Pacers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Look, you can score, but we're getting seduced into a shot trade with these guys. We don't want to do that.
And, you know, both teams are clicking right now, Greg, but Coach Carlisle, you heard right there, knows that defense will be crucial if they want to win this game.
Spot on, Kevin. If they can get a few stops, I think they're going to be in really good shape.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So with Randolph on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Towns. Boozer is out there with Tatum. Then it's Harden, and it's Iverson in at the point. Offensive rebound, and Towns gets it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Mitchell. Kicks it to Young. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Jamison. That one good for 2.
And phenomenal work in close. Jamison is just so assertive from that area.
Here's Harden. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Nice shot by Jamison.
Curry doing a great job there with the pass. Of course, you're worried about the shot all the time, but a nice setup from Steph.
Here's Iverson. Good on the bucket. Iverson's got 25 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
Releases. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Curry.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Boozer passes to Towns. Ball's knocked loose. Iverson kicks to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Randolph's checked in for Boozer. And it's Morant in for Allen Iverson. And then for Milwaukee, Garnett comes in for Jamison. And it's Richmond in for Mitchell. And that one falls for Tatum.
And looking at Tatum's game, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
Here's Dantley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Morant passes to Randall. Now Towns. Yao with the block. They retain possession.
Now some brute force there shown by Randolph. Plays the game naturally forcing the defense to be aggressive with him.
2 shots. Zach Randolph.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Timeout called the Pacers. Time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Morant passes to Randall. Yep, that one goes in there. Randolph's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers.
How about some experience paying off that time? I like how Randolph stayed locked in on the rim.
Richmond for 3. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about picking it up.
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Curry through traffic. Count it. Oh!
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Harden against Richmond. Morant left side. That's a 2 from Towns. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Curry outside. Another three from Steph Curry. This guy is unreal.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
On its way from Curry for two. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pacers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Iverson.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And the first one drops.
A low post specialist who also rebounds it well. Randolph really brings it, knows his strengths, and plays to him.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Boozer, he's checked in for Towns. Person comes in for Tatum. And it's Edwards in for John Morant. Jamison, he's checked in for the Bucks. Mitchell comes in for Richmond. And so Curry will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 13-point game. And another three for Milwaukee.
Curry was such a smooth three-point shot. Are there better mechanics in the league?
Now the pass to Edwards. Wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
He gets that one.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
Make nobody stress me, I'm on the wave right now. When I get to not to flex, not to chill right now. I do my thing my way, I do hold my side. A million value tell you with the ball, you say no my thing. What's up? Show my support, I didn't know big power. Now wisdom they make you the gara. choker. I'm a litiosa. Sometimes I dey feel like Ebola in my head.
I was on the field. I was never playing for the under 18s. Now it's 18 carat, that's another AP. 8 cribs in my name and a couple AMGs. Send your allocation, put your ID in my navigation. She a valley, got my validation. Say you on vacation, then we ain't got enough rotation. I'd rather fly you out tonight, put you on a flight. Knowing you probably try and argue in the sky. But I'd rather lie to see you.